So I had said, you can't just spend money. We have to pay the bills. We have to, and then she finally said, well, you could get a job. You don't get to say anything because you're not working. I said, but every time I've talked to you about working, you said, don't work. You said, don't get a job. You said, just watch the kids, do the promotion for the business, work on your training. And it discouraged me every single time. So don't tell me go get a job. And she said, well, you can work on weekends. And I said, okay, I will, but she would discourage me every single time. And she assured me that we were fine. She lied. Anyways, I broke up with her. I went downstairs into the basement because I was sad. I was upset. I was crying. And I went downstairs and I deleted her from my Facebook. And I was sitting there on my phone. And she came downstairs. And, like, well, you're going to do this, whatever. And, because I was deleting her. Because we're breaking up, And probably because the relationship ended on Facebook. She was upset. And then she, saying all this bullshit and making stuff up, and I would correct her on it. And I can't remember exactly what was said. I have so many emails back and forth with her explaining everything, and like the point is, I said, you're being just like Michael, and she was. And she smashed her head on one of the wooden beams in the basement, smashed her head hard off of it. And then she walked super fast, like not running, but she like bolted around the corner and then came back, and then a few other things were said. And because I was doing something on my phone, and she charged towards me like a maniac, like charged at me, grabbed for my phone, and I pushed her away because like I'm sitting down, and I stood up and pushed her away, and she fell and skidded both of her knees, and she pulled her pants up and showed me. She said, look what you did. And I said, I did that, and I have all this stuff recorded, so I'm like, you charged at me, and this is the second time she had done this, and then I left, and I went upstairs to go get some granola bars. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have any money. Like I had like $200 in my bank account or something, maybe. She told me to keep it. Offered to give it to her, and it was just a little bit of money in case I needed it to buy something or whatever, like at the store or whatever, and I went upstairs and I loaded up my pockets with granola bars, like Cliff Bars or something, and she's crying and saying like, I can't believe you did this to me. And I'm like, I didn't do this to you. You charged at me. And then I left, and I went straight to the police station because I knew she was going to try to turn around on me and how dangerous this was for me. And I went and filed a police report. I had no phone. I gave my one phone to Arlene. I gave my other phone to her daughter. So I had no way of calling anybody. It was the worst snowstorm of the year. It was like so much snow out. I had nothing. No money on me. No phone. Nothing. No car. So my car blew up. My engine on my car blew up. So I didn't have a car anymore. No job. And I went to the police station, filed a police report, and explained everything that happened. And of course they believe me because it's what happened, and I'm sure this has happened before to men. Women freak out and they blame everything on you and they attack a man, and then they say, oh, I can't believe you did this. You know, a man defends himself, and then, so anyways, you know, my mom and my stepdad came, picked me up again, went to their place. I was chatting with her through email again. I think I went back to her one more time. I don't remember. But anyways, I found on her phone, I had access to her email, and I found an email sent to her friends with a picture of her skidded knees. And while there wasn't text, I know that why would she send this to Roxy and Mika? Told them that I did this to her, that I abused her, and I don't know where I heard it or read it, but I believe I read somewhere that she was telling people that I was abusive to her, which was absolutely the opposite of the truth. And the reason why I'm making this video, and then I'll tell you the last incident that happened with Arlene and I tried getting back together with her again because I love her. I still love her. Always will. And I missed her. I still do. Not getting back together with her, but I still do. There are great things about her. So this is not all bad, but the bad stuff is really bad. There's a whole lot more. I've just gone into the things that she's accused me of, because I deserve to have my name cleared, because she's defamed me to everybody. I know it. And the last thing that happened, I tried to go and see her, and I went, and she was being very strange, and I had PTSD from these incidences. And I explained to her I was having bad anxiety, and she was just like getting so upset, and she's like making this face and this, you know, her eyebrows would furrow like that was what the face she would make when she was freaking out, and it scared me, you know. I'm a human being, and I told her that I was having bad anxiety and I still had PTSD to do with her, and then I was explaining that, and then she threw something at me. I didn't know what it was at the time. I guess it was a piece of paper, she said, but it triggered my PTSD, and I said, and then she got up, and I said, get the fuck away from me, and I fucking went completely into fight or flight, and I said, just stay the fuck away from me, just stay away from me, and I was totally terrified of her, and I had a massive panic attack, and I said, just stay away from me, you know, and then I left. I came back in, because I forgot my phone charger, and I couldn't talk to her, you know. I mean, I was in fight or flight, and I was panicking. I was afraid of her because she hurt me before. She charged at me. She put me in very great danger many times, many times. Not just the 2 incidents where she attacked me physically, but driving around in the car, having to be on high alert to protect the kids. I stayed to protect the kids because I you know, I didn't want them to get hurt. Anyways, and in the end, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm putting some stuff on YouTube to clear up some discrepancies of things that people have said about me, because I don't know why, but, you know, I feel like, you know, people take advantage of good people because it's easy. And I posted a video that I mentioned Arlene in earlier today, I think, and she texted or messaged below it, made a comment and said, don't ever mention me in a video. And I know she's saying bad things about me again. So I'm finally making it right, and it doesn't make anything any better, but I'm a human being and I don't deserve to be slandered. You know, it would be nice if people understood the truth, and people probably won't believe this. Probably won't believe anything I've said in these videos, because it's so easy to just blame one guy and make one guy the follow guy for everything, because it's just so easy. And I don't really care what people think. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I know I haven't done. But, what happened with Arlene was particularly bad. And the fact that she blamed everything on me in the end was pretty egregious. So that's why I made these videos. Arlene, you can go ahead and make your own video and make up your own bullshit lies and stories. And you can comment and say whatever you want. This is not to cause some drama. It's just about clearing my name because you have lied about me to all of your friends, all the people at the yoga studio, your parents, and probably people that know me. So I'm through with having my name run through the dirt by people who are acting with low integrity and doing the wrong thing. So I hope you have healing. I hope you have a good life. But I also deserve to have a good life, and part of that means being able to tell the truth. I haven't said anything. I've told some people about what's happened. Mostly my family, but I haven't gone around and slandered you or anything like that. But you have, and that's not right. I don't wish you any ill will. Like I said, I hope you and the kids are happy. If the kids watch this at some point, I love you, all of you, including Athena. She probably didn't think I did. It was really hard to leave. I didn't come back. She tried to. Anyways, I think you're all great. I think the kids are all great. They are great, and I'm sure they have a lot of struggles because of what they've had to go through with their mom and their dad. I've been there. Get some counseling through your school or, through Coast. If you're ever in trouble with your mom or your dad, you can call Coast. Just look it up on the internet, COAST. It's an emergency distress line. I've called them several times to try to figure out what to do with Arlene, to help her get counseling. And I've called myself when I've been in a panic attack and not feeling so good about myself. So that's all. I'm sure there are some watching this that are just angry. Why would he say all this stuff? Why would he, try to make you look bad? And it's not about making anybody look bad. This is the truth of what's happened. And it's not right that I haven't been able to tell my side of the story, because it's just really unfortunate when one person is badmouthed by a person that has been abusive to them and tried to make them into a bad person, and to trigger them and provoke them into being violent. And one time I picked up a chair and I don't know what I was gonna do with it, but I put it down because she fucking drove me mad, that woman. And I'm glad I got out when I did, because things could have turned out bad. I told her in the end, I said, I'm not Michael. I'm not going to turn into Michael. I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to abuse you. Don't try to make me into Michael. And I left. Really sad, because I really loved her with all my heart, and still part of me does and always will. I think that's about all I gotta say.